What's up, yo? Man, y'all know I usually change my shirt, but this is kind of a part two, going off what I was talking about yesterday. Here's the subject. Here's the subject. Too many men go off of what they think, but not what they know, and that's a major thing. What you think. Yeah, I know. Even though I encourage thinking and everything, you know, I encourage, especially on my Deep Thought channel, when I'm talking about thinking. When I'm talking about thinking, it's actually using your brain and everything. But see, too many men are making judgments off of what they think, but they don't know for sure. What do you know? Knowledge is important. Knowledge is important and stuff. Not what you feel, not what you think. Do you know for sure? Now, only way you're gonna know something is if you personally experienced it. If you personally experience, what I talk from is experience. On this channel especially, I don't talk about, for the most part, 97% of the time, I don't talk about something I feel or think. And if I do, I tell you. No, if I talk about something, I've experienced it personally or witnessed it personally. I come from a place of knowledge. And see, too many guys, they thinking, they assuming, it's like, well, I think this, based off of what? Because every time I say, well, how many have you experienced? Like this video came about because you get some guys thinking, well, these women think I'm ugly. They think, oh, did they say that? Did a woman look you in the eye and say you ugly? Because look, let me address that real quick. When women reject guys, they don't even really give a reason. They can reject you off of anything. You don't know what it is. A woman could reject you. You know what? You might see a fine woman and she reject you. And the guy think, oh, she ain't want me. She thought I was ugly. She thought I was this. You thinking that woman could be gay. I've known some women. I've known some lipstick lesbians. I know some three. I'm still cool with them. Either work with them or I knew them and stuff. If you see them, they pretty as shit. They pretty as shit. There was a time recently and stuff. We talking with this young lady and stuff and giving her some advice. And I told her to do something. And she said, look, just focus on some men. She said, oh, I like men. I was like, okay. But if you see it, you be like, damn, she fine. You don't know. She could be a lesbian. She could be whatever. Unless she stops and says, she outlines why she rejected you. And women do so within 3 seconds. You don't know. You making an assumption. You think, oh, she don't want me because of this. You don't know. She could have rejected you. Okay, like say you approach a woman, right? You approach a woman. You start talking to her and she rejecting. Okay, she ain't gay or anything like that, right? She ain't a lesbian. But she still rejects. She say, no, thank you. Now the guy walking away thinking, oh, she thought I was ugly. I think she thought I was ugly. You thinking that. She ain't telling you her man was about 20 feet away, about to go in his pocket and pull something out. He walking over and she just saved your life. You don't know. Now, if you turn there, if she happened to say, look, that's my man right there, or something like that, then you know. And even then, it still might not be the case. You don't know. So you got to go on what you know. You got to go out and experience stuff. What do I always say? Regardless of what I say, I say, go out and figure it out. When I talk body game, I say, look, you got to lift and see if it works for you. You know? See if it works for you. Don't assume. Don't assume anything. You got to know. You got to know. Because, see, when you know something, then you ain't speculating. See, you got some guys out here, like the whole ugly thing. You got some guys thinking they ugly or something, but if you actually got some women together, they'd be like, he look all right. He look all right. You don't know. You don't know. And if you don't know, just acknowledge you don't know. There's no shame in it. Just try to figure it out. Because you don't know. All you know is they reject. Now, you could try to say, okay, let me change something. That's how you start to know. It's like, okay, I was wearing clothes a certain way, and these women reject me. Or my haircut was a certain way. Or I got a body build a certain way. Okay, I changed what I could. I'm getting better results. Okay, that was probably it. And even then, that's still general because you don't know. The woman might not have had trouble with him. She could have been lesbian. You know, she could have been in a hurry for something. A man could have been there. You don't know. But see, too many guys, they getting into their feelings. See, here's a big problem. A lot of guys getting into their feelings and everything. You know, I know a young man I'm familiar with, and women always checking him out, but he feel like, oh, women don't like me. I was like, dude, every time I'll see you around something, one of my young buddies at one of these local stores, I see some woman give you that look. You know? See, here's the thing. Always work to know something. It's nothing wrong with thinking or getting, it's nothing wrong with it, but you don't stop there. Sit back and figure out how something works. Figure it out. Always try to know. Always try to know something. You know how something works. Not think about it. Because when you're thinking about it and you feeling about it, all sorts of things come in. Your imagination take off and you thinking all this stuff. You don't know for sure. Shoot, you don't know for sure. I'm going to tell you something. Let me share something about me because I had no problem sharing it, especially when I was young. I was way more aggressive and stuff. I was way more aggressive. And I'm thinking if some women rejected me and stuff, I was thinking, oh man, yeah, they don't like a guy like me. Or they don't like this or that. But then several women would come back to me. And some dudes who I knew who the women told, they say, no, Ron, just come on too strong. I was just more aggressive. That's why I started chilling. As soon as I started chilling, the women will come to me. Because that's why I'm not big on approach or anything. That's why I'm personally not big on approach, because it didn't work for me. It worked more for me when I was kind of sit back and chilled. That's what I know. But I was thinking at first, oh, it's this other stuff. But I know because I was getting the feedback. And then when I started chilling, and I say, oh, wait, I'm seeing the difference. Okay, I know this what works for me and stuff. And I tell people that, but it might not work for you. Some people are going to have to be more aggressive. Some people are going to have to be more aggressive. It depends. That's why I say you got to find, even with the so-called dating coaches, find the one that resonates with your personality and go with them. It don't have to be me. There's plenty of good guys out here. Like I say, I ain't big on approach, but then others are. Talk to them if that's more your personality and everything. Because everything is different, every person, but you got to know. And I've talked about this on my Deep Thought channel. Ultimately, it's about knowing yourself. Knowing yourself, what you can do, what you can't do. And your best way to know yourself is to experience it. Okay, you've been through this situation. You know you can survive it. Or you've been through this situation, you know it's a problem. Or you know it's something you're not talented at. There's no shame in that. But you know. But the only way to know is to experience it. When I talk about sex, I know it works. Been with enough women. And particularly with myself. I know what I got. I know my best moves that are quicker, best moves, best behavior and stuff that satisfy women the quickest. And I also know what the fuck turns them off. When the women want that multiple shit, I know, okay, I was behaving this way. I was stroking this way. When I was turning them off, the women just give me like one shot or something. I say, okay, this is what I was doing. And stuff I know. I don't have to speculate and stuff. You gain knowledge through experience. And not just reading, because some people say, well, what book that is? That's just knowledge. I mean, that's not even knowledge. That's just information. You were informed. You don't know something until you do it. You don't know something until you do it. As men, we need to know knowledge applied is power. Don't go by what you just think or feel. Or I feel this way. It's like, nah, I know this. Everything I speak on, I know. I don't give y'all any advice I don't know. And if I say, well, I think. What I always say, I did a video recently and I said, in the last few weeks, and I said, yeah, I must specifically say, I think it was about some class issues in the black community. I specifically said, I think I need to look more into this. because I don't know. Because, see, when you know something, you always win at it. When you know something, all right? So, anyway, that's all I got for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.